I've watched a number of videos about what is behind the supposed adpocalypse, and I found one saying that it's not what it appears to be. The surface message that the advertisers give, the presumed reasons they give for withdrawing their support, don't make any sense. So we have to look for what it's really about, and I think it is fundamentally about copyright. If advertisers had conscience and they didn't want to place their work in a criminal setting, one that encourages the stealing of people's material and does not provide the people whose material has been stolen with any proper means of redress and reclaiming the views and the subscribers and all the things that small people need to grow a small channel from the people who've stolen them, then the advertisers would have a strong moral stance to take. We'd say this is a criminal setting. We don't want to place our advertising in a criminal setting. But that, of course, has not occurred, and it's, I think, because large corporations, the ones who are already known by virtually everybody, don't want other people catching up with them. And there they have a vested, therefore they seem to have a vested interest in maintaining the structure of YouTube as it is in terms of how copyright disputes fail to be resolved. This is because a small creator who has work taken by a large one can monetize the video in which the stolen material appears, but cannot make a claim to shut down the video and have credit given for the stolen views and interactive things like dislikes, likes, and subscriptions, and so on. So this favors the big over the small. If you're someone who's already known worldwide, you don't care whether your number of subscribers goes up the same way that someone cares if they're starting from zero. So the system where people can just make a monetary claim favors them. Easiest way to put up a song, people are always making song requests of me, would be to just sing a famous, popular, current song and have that monetized so that the corporation makes the money. That doesn't do anything for me. Now, if I put up my own material, it gets stolen, pirated and circulated everywhere, then that's benefiting a whole lot of people other than me. And this, I think, is the core of what the supposed adpocalypse is really about. It isn't about the things we would normally associate with the word apocalypse. There is no psychological breakdown, a personal crash and rebuilding of the personality. There's no climactic battle between good and evil after which everybody gets eternal life and there's a new heaven and a new earth. Although we certainly need to address that. In what we have is copyright law. We don't have eternal protection for people. We don't have a preparation, a dress rehearsal for how we would handle preserving people and setting up their rights so that they don't have to die, so that they can live on. It's also not a revelation. It's not really telling us what's actually going on and what's behind the dispute, which I think is that the big advertisers are in a double bind. On the one hand, they know they're supporting something that's wrong, but on the other hand, they don't want the people who could replace them gaining market share.